The freezing wind cut through the broken metal walls of the crashed escape pod. Snowflakes slipped inside like tiny knives, landing on the trembling skin of the alien mother, Lyra. Her arms were wrapped tightly around her child, her only child, whose small blue body shook uncontrollably. His name was Ron, and with every passing minute, his shivering grew weaker. The planet they crashed on was cruel. Endless snow, endless storms, endless silence. Lyra had survived many harsh worlds, but this place felt like death waiting in the dark. She pulled Ron closer to her chest, her body heat the only warmth left. Her breath came out in white clouds. "Stay awake." "Please," she whispered, her voice cracking, but the child's eyes were half closed, turning dull like fading stars. For 2 minutes, panic ate her from the inside. For 3 minutes, she shook him again and again. The storm outside howled like a beast laughing at her pain. Lyra was a warrior on her home world, fearless and strong, but now her strength was useless. She had no fire left, no shelter left, no time left. Ron's fingers twitched. His lips turned pale. His shaking stopped, and Lyra knew what that meant. No. No, she choked. She quickly wrapped her own cloak around him, every layer she had, every piece of fabric she could tear off her clothes. Even if she froze, he must live. Please. Don't leave me. Don't. Her tears froze halfway down her cheeks, her eyesight blurred. Her hands went numb. The cold crept into her bones like poison. Still, she held him tight. Still, she whispered stories to keep herself awake. Still, she fought the sleep of death. But the storm did not care. The cold did not stop. Her breathing slowed. Her heartbeat weakened. And when her forehead dropped gently on Ron's head, everything faded into white. Silence. Darkness. Nothing. She expected death. Instead, she woke up somewhere warm. Her eyes shot open. She gasped. She was lying on a soft bed covered in thick blankets, inside a room filled with wooden furniture and glowing yellow lights. A fire crackled softly in a stone fireplace nearby. The heat was warm, gentle, comforting. Her breathing became fast, confused, scared, and then she heard footsteps. A man entered the room, a human man, tall, broad-shouldered, wearing a simple brown jacket and gloves. His hair messy like he had not slept in days. His face showed shock the moment he saw her awake. "You're alive." "Thank God," he said. Lyra didn't move. Her muscles tensed like a trapped animal. "Where is my child?" She whispered. "Not. Who are you? Not where am I?" Just that one question. The man froze. His face changed, softened, then tightened in worry. "He's in the other room," the man said gently. "I'm trying to warm him slowly. He's very cold, but he's holding on." Lyra tried to stand immediately, but her legs failed. She stumbled off the bed. The human rushed forward to catch her, but she hissed and pulled away. "Don't touch me," she breathed, struggling to keep balance. "I won't," he said softly, raising both hands. "Just let me help your son." She looked into his eyes, dark brown eyes, filled with something she didn't expect. Not fear, not disgust, not judgment. For her alien form, he only had concern. Lyra forced her weak legs to move and limped to the next room. The man followed at a distance, not wanting to scare her. In the next room, she stopped breathing. Her son lay on a couch near a small heater, wrapped in layers of warm fabric. His skin was still pale, but not as cold as before. A faint color returned to his cheeks. The child looked alive. Fragile, but alive. Lyra fell to her knees beside him. Her hands trembled as she touched his face. Warm. He was warm. Tears streamed down her face. He will live?" she whispered. "I'm doing everything I can," the man said from the doorway. Lyra looked at him for the first time without fear. "Why?" she asked. "Why save us?" He shrugged lightly. like the answer was obvious. "No one deserves to die in the snow," he said. "And I heard your boy crying, even in the storm." Lyra swallowed. Humans on her world were often seen as soft, emotional, weak. But this man stood in a deadly snowstorm for strangers. "What is your name?" she asked quietly. "Evan," he replied. "And you?" "Lyra." She touched her child again, checking his breathing. It was slow but steady. "You saved him," she whispered. "You saved me." Evan shook his head. "I just did what anyone should." Lyra knew that was not true. Most species would never help outsiders, especially dangerous-looking ones. Her people had claws, sharp teeth, strange eyes. Humans usually feared them. But Evan helped anyway. Hours passed. Lyra regained strength. But something strange happened. The child, Ron, finally moved his fingers. Lyra cried again, holding his hand tightly. Evan brought warm soup, water, blankets, whatever she needed. But there was something more. Something she didn't understand. Her body began to feel different, faster healing, sharp senses, strength returning too quickly. It was like her body responded to the environment in ways she had never experienced. Evan noticed too. "Your skin is glowing a little," he said with wide eyes. Lyra looked down. He was right. A soft blue light shimmered under her skin, especially where frostbite had touched her earlier. Her body was regenerating faster than normal. "This planet," she whispered. "It has something. Some energy. I can feel it." Evan blinked. "Is that good or bad?" "I don't know," she answered truthfully. "But it may save us." Then she stopped mid-sentence, because Ron opened his eyes. "Mother." "Warm," he whispered weakly. Lyra broke. She pulled him into a gentle embrace, crying again. Evan smiled from the corner of the room like someone watching the universe do something miraculous. After a while, when Ron slept again safely, Lyra turned to Evan. "You gave us a second life," she whispered. Evan rubbed the back of his neck awkwardly. "I just didn't want a child to die in my arms," he said quietly. Lyra looked around the small wooden cabin. Simple walls, simple furniture, but everything smelled like safety. "How did you find us?" she asked. Evan pointed out the window toward the distant mountains. "I hunt and collect supplies out there," he explained. "I saw smoke from the crash. When I got close, I saw you in the snow holding the boy." Lyra remembered now, the cold, the darkness. Her last thought before blacking out was, "Please someone save him." That wish brought Evan to them. But the danger wasn't over. That evening, the storm outside grew louder. The wind screamed. Snow hit the windows like tiny bullets. Lyra looked outside with fear. "There are things out there," she whispered. "Creatures that smell weakness." Evan stiffened. "I know," he said. "I've seen their tracks." Lyra slowly stood up, her body still glowing faintly. "I will protect my child," she said. Her voice hard. Evan grabbed his rifle. "And I'll protect both of you." Their eyes met. Different worlds, different species. Different lives. But at that moment, they were one team. The storm outside cracked the night open like a war drum. Inside the cabin, Lyra tightened her grip on her son. Evan loaded his weapon. Something massive moved in the dark. Outside, the cabin lights flickered, and the night was just beginning.